video. So in today's video, we're gonna go over this right here. So it says here, so basically it says, thank you, Melanie Burkholder and San Marcos Mayor Rebecca Jones, and not enabling Sandag. So it says here in this article on Coast News. A 4-cent mile road usage fee or mileage tax and 2.5-cent regional, sales taxes were some of the key funding strategies Sandag leadership proposed for the 2025 regional plan. So this is a stock photo, I guess. Sandag board removes controversial mileage tax from 2025 regional plan. The San Diego Association of Governments Board of Directors today voted 15-4 to remove any mention of a controversial regional user charge, sometimes referred to as a mileage tax, from its 2025 regional plan. San Marcos Mayor Rebecca Jones led the charge to excise the tax, leading a protest outside Sandag's office Friday morning before the board meeting. This policy threatened the core principles of American freedom and imposed a disproportionate burden on the majority of our region's residents, said El Cajon Mayor Bills Wells. Also a vocal opponent to the tax today, we proudly announced a committed and unified stance to eliminate this regressive tax. The notion of being tracked and taxed for every mile one drives is fundamentally contrary to the values that define our great nation. San Diego has long stood as a beacon of individual liberty and personal choice, and the mileage tax undermines these principles at their core. In December of 2021, Sandag approved the 2021 Regional Transportation Plan with the mileage tax in place, but staff was directed to return with a new proposal without it, leaving doubts how the agency would fund the $165 billion plan. Last August, the California Air Resources Board approved the Regional Transportation Plan with the contentions road user charge in places as integral funding mechanism. As previously reported by the Coast News, officials with Sandag, the only metropolitan planning agency in the state with a local road user charge, were thrilled with the plan won the state air quality agency's approval. Hassan Nakata, CEO of Sandag, informed the California Air Resources Board that the per mile charge would remain in plan despite the Sandag's board twice directing staff to return a plan without it. The road usage charge remains in the 2021 regional plan, and the 2021 regional plan remains a foundation for all future plans, Okada said in a response letter to CARB. In short, we are committed to implementing our plan, which is used as an example for the nation on how we develop a transportation system to move people and goods while reducing GHG and addressing social equity in a meaningful way. State Air Quality Agency officials asked Sandag in a response letter how the planning agency plans to address the seemingly opposing actions, how to implement the per mile charge, while working on removing it as directed by the board. We still have several fundamental questions regarding how Sandag intends to execute the board's direction to update the plan without the road user charge, and the extent to which Sandag will move forward with the road user charge as currently articulated. In an August 19th letter, CARB officials also asked Okada, please describe how, if at all, the revenues estimates in the regional transportation plan are expected to change as a result of the board direction to remove the road user charge. Okada responded by saying the board action does not change the revenue estimates in the 2021 regional plan because the road user charge was not. Sorry, I'm like really tired, guys. God, I'm like. That's great. I can go live on my phone now, right, guys? I think that's great. Let's continue reading. Okay, so I'm just gonna read this first. It says Okada responded by saying the board action does not change the revenue estimates in the 2021 regional plan because the road use charge was not removed from the approved plan. A 4 cents per mile road usage tax proposal and 2.5 cents regional sales taxes proposed for 2022 and 2028 were some key funding strategies Sandag leadership proposed. Sandag estimated the road usage tax could raise more than $34 billion through 2050, but the agency's chief economist, Ray Major, said the final figures would have changed once the scope was narrowed to implementation of the proposal in 2030. However, the San Diego County Supervisor Chairwoman Nora Vargas said much of the concern came from misinformation. The previous Sandag board directed an amendment to remove the road user charge from the regional plan, Vargas wrote in a statement. Sandag is working on this and will submit the amendment to the state. The state will make the final decision. To be clear, no government agency can implement a tax that would impact our region without voter approval. Last September, Sandag's board of directors voted to exclude it from Sandag's regional transportation plan, following several Democratic lawmakers making a last-minute turn against the proposal. Last September, Sandag's board of directors voted to exclude it from Sandag's regional transportation plan, following several Democratic lawmakers making a last-minute turn against the proposal. Sandag's executive director, Asan Okada, proceeded with a plan that retained the charge. Okada has since announced his departure from the regional planning agency effective December 29th. County Supervisor Jim Desmond has frequently criticized Sandag's regional transportation plan, saying the organization needs a plan we can all buy into regionally instead of doom and gloom abolish taxes. The board compromises representatives from 18 municipalities in the county and the county at large. So I'm going to look up something here real quick. Let's see. Sandag. Let's see. Board of Directors. Is there like any video from the video? Okay, so basically what it says here, so September 8th meeting. So here's the meeting video. It's game day. So
Per the board policy, the amount of time allowed for each verbal public comment is determined based on the number of agenda items, the complexity of these items, and the number of persons anticipated to offer comment. This allows us to hear from as many people as possible to complete our business while we still have quorum. And based on today's factors for today's meeting, each member of the public will be allowed 1 minute for their comments. And I'm going to also ask that our board members keep their comments brief as well. I'm going to take item 11 at the end of the agenda to ensure
the connection to the transit to the airport that you heard about last month before you went on vacation. Night at 9 p.m. and we won't be reopening it until Monday.
I wanted to share a few updates from Vista and celebrate some advancements that we've made in our local infrastructure projects. And much gratitude to our Congressman Mike Levin, who represents us in Vista. We have been interested in...
So let's look at this meeting real quick.
Two days ago,
and so am I too.
Representative didn't. County of San Diego Supervisor Anderson is now present. City of Vista, Councilmember Melendez.
Present.
Caltrans Deputy Director Fox. Here. MTS Deputy Mayor Labor. Today, I will qualify for just cause participation, and both remaining 3 and the original draw will be taken at the end of the meeting. Michael Brendo, please come to the podium.
This is a teaching moment.
I want to just say thank you to our CEO, Hassan Akrada, for all of his good work. I know that my 154,000 constituents in my district, but also in the entire city of San Diego, know that the leaps and bounds we've made since he joined us in 2018 are remarkable. I know that my 154,000 constituents in my district, but also...
Mayor Pro Tem Gastil, could you please let us roll call basis? Thank you.
District, but also in the entire city of San
Diego.
Our next public speaker, Mary Davis, please come to the podium.
Hi, good morning, directors. Mary Davis here with a few things. First of all, clerk, thank you for your great roll call today and your diligence in the teleconferencing. I also appreciate that you do state the names of the people that are absent. This prevents ableism for those participating virtually or with disabilities. Also, the executive committee, that did not happen. And
you know what I think is funny, guys, that for Sandag, that for public speakers, they're only shown in the top right corner, and then the timer is what gets the big picture here. So I think that's kind of funny. And for city council meetings with Carlsbad City Council and also CUSD board meetings, we're on the full screen, which is pretty cool. Let's just see what she has to say.
And I'm asking that all policy committees, that you state who was supposed to be there. When you say the South Bay representative didn't show up, we still are left to wonder who was supposed to fill that. I'm also asking, because in the name of transparency, that you would indicate, create an attendance dashboard. We taxpayers have a right to know who is showing up to do the job and how often they are. And clerk, again, I did appreciate you putting into the record those who did arrive late so we would know they were in the room. Lastly, I am asking you to do an expenditure dashboard. You're about to embark on a huge campaign, billions of dollars. We should know on a monthly basis what the expenditures are for all of your expenses, and update us on the director.
Your time has expired. Our next speaker.
What I would like to know is that why is it when their timer is up that they get to still talk? Because at Carlsbad City Council and also at CUSD, that, you know, the as soon as the timer is up, then the microphone is turned off. The public microphone is turned off. That's a smart idea. So Sandag is doing how they're running things is not right. We're gonna watch more of this later on today. I'm gonna finish watching the game and then head over and go somewhere. I need to buy a couple things, so that's what I'm gonna do in a little while. But I want to finish watching the game. So thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and see you all later.